Hey guys and girls, welcome to Khong Driving. And today is a very special day because today we are bringing the future here. And why do we say that? Well, because today the all-new Kia EV6 all-electric vehicle is here in Malaysia, and yes, you and I can buy it. Now let's check out the Kia EV6. The one you see here is the Kia EV6 GT Line. Just look at the sleek lines, look at the unique build. I've never seen any vehicle looking quite like this. It's like watching a science fiction movie. Well, actually, the Kia EV6 is built on an electric vehicle only platform. It is not an electric motor and drive system plunked into a normal car chassis, because there are a whole bunch of batteries. In fact, 32 modules with 192 individual battery cells can power the car for up to 506 kilometers, and that's one of the longest ranges available for electric vehicles as of this moment in time. Well, the batteries weigh close to 500 kilograms, 477.1 to be exact. And so, can you guess where in the car would be the best place to put them? In the boot? In the front? No! The best place to put them is as low as possible in order to have a low center of gravity. And so for this electric vehicle only platform, the Kia EV6 has the batteries put under the floorboards. So, what kind of power can you expect from the Kia EV6 GT line? Well, this one has the higher rated 77.4 kilowatt hour battery and two motors, one to drive the rear wheels and a smaller one to drive the front wheels. This staggered powertrain also suggests that the main drive will be from the rear axle, because that one has a more powerful motor, and a secondary drive acting on the front wheels. So for the car buffs, you know what this means, right? Well, basically, you get a rear-wheel drive car behavior, which means it'll be fun to drive, and combining this rear drive with the front supplementary drive gives you the grip and the sure-footedness of an all-wheel drive vehicle. In terms of size, the Kia EV6 GT line is about the size of a C-segment vehicle in terms of overall length and width. Yes, the overall length is 4.695 meters, and it has a width of 1.890 meters plus a height of 1.550 meters. But wait a minute, even though this size is that of a C-segment vehicle, the wheelbase is 2.9 meters or 2900 mm, which is the wheelbase of a D or E segment vehicle. Why? Because there is no big and bulky engine, they are able to extend the wheelbase to such a length. Because remember, they also need to put the batteries in the middle between the front and the rear wheels, and thus we now have a much bigger cabin space, which means more living room in the EV6, and with shorter overhangs and a longer wheelbase, we'll also have a more comfortable ride, that's for sure. And with a combined power of 320 horsepower and a combined torque of 605 Newton meters, it will scoot, and that is why you need the all-wheel drive system. No acceleration figures are given, but for sure it will leave many vehicles behind at the traffic lights if you decide to gun it. Top speed, however, is limited to 185 kilometers per hour, and I think it's just to make sure you get enough range. And how long does it take to charge it up? The fastest way is, of course, to use the 350 kilowatt DC charger, and with this charger it will just take 18 minutes to get you from 10% to 80% charge. Then there is the normal 50 kilowatt DC charger, which is more commonly found, and that will take you 73 minutes. Well, you can also fit a 11 kilowatt AC charger in your house if you have 3-phase wiring, and in this case it will take you 7 hours and 20 minutes to get up to 80% charge. And of course, in an emergency, you can use the supplied cable, which is a 230 volt emergency charger, and you can plug this into any 3-pin plug, and that will take you about 32 hours. So for the car buffs, let's take a quick look at the car features. The suspension is independent all round, and the front are McPherson struts with ventilated disc brakes, whilst the rear gets a multi-link arrangement and solid discs. Wheels are 20-inch with 255/45R20 tires. There's no spare tire, but you get a tire repair kit. Now, as for luggage capacity, with the second row seats up, you get 520 liters, so that's a fair amount. But if you fold down the second row, you get 1,300 liters of luggage space. And at the front, there's a small little cubicle. You can put in 20 liters. For exterior features, you get LED headlamps, which are also auto on and off, and they are also self-leveling. All the daytime running lights, the rear combination lights, the fog lights, they are all LED. And of course, you get keyless entry. You also get a sunroof and a powered tailgate. For the interior, you get, of course, the stop-start button, which is basically a switch because there's no engine. You just turn on the battery. And electronic parking brake, auto-dimming rear-view mirrors, 12.3-inch instrument cluster, tilt and telescopic steering, drive mode switch, and all the interior lights are LED. Of course, you also get your steering wheel buttons that control your audio and your Bluetooth, and they also feature voice recognition. You get paddle shifters, cruise control, dual zone aircon for the front, and rear vents for the rear. You also get 2 USB and 2 Type-C connectors and 2 power sockets. The steering wheel is wrapped in leatherette, and so is the door trim. The driver and front passenger get power seats, and the infotainment system is another 12.3-inch screen with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. There are 14 speakers of Meridian brand, and there's also a surround view monitor. Okay, as for advanced technologies, first of all, you get a remote smart parking system. I'm not quite sure what that really means. I'll have to test it out, but I think it means this car can park itself from afar, remote, yeah? That means you use a remote control to park the car. Well, we'll know when we get to test the car. Of course, you get a tire pressure monitoring system, TPMS, 7 airbags, that includes a knee bag, I suppose, multiple collision braking, yeah, the brakes keep on working even though the car has a collision, and of course you get your ESC, EBD, traction control, and hill start assist. And of course they also have auto hold, so that means you can take your foot off the brake when you're at the traffic light. Okay, here are the safety items. You get high beam assist, which means it will dim itself. You have blind spot collision avoidance, a rear cross traffic collision avoidance assist, blind spot view monitor, lane keep assist, forward collision avoidance assist, smart cruise control, which features lane following assist with stop and go, yeah, and of course you get driver attention warning. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes with the car. The Kia EV6 GT Line is part of the future that is coming at us. Like it or not, the whole world will be going electric. If you want to buy an electric car, well, this is one car you can consider because it's one of the latest technologies. You are going to see more and more car makers introducing their electric vehicles, and for the rest of the industry, it will be a mad rush to build up the infrastructure to cater for these vehicles. At the moment, they are still on the expensive side, and for a while, they will be exclusive. But the Kia EV6 at 300k doesn't seem that bad a bargain. And anyway, should you need to book this car or any other Kia vehicles, do drop us a line at 016-335-0609 or go to https://shop.yskhongdriving.com. Alright guys, thanks for being with us. Until we meet again in the next video. Bye bye.